Baseman Ezekiel Duran, Cole Calhoun, and Maybreeze Vioria. In the lineup, the changes, Vioria and Nick Solak. And then you've got...
Yeah, Jordan trying to get back to 500. And, of course, pitched for the Rangers the last couple of years. Laid at 118 in the third innings. Not a strikeout guy, but a guy that can strike you out in the seventh inning.
Lyles facing Simeon, who's 6 for 13 off of him in his career. He does have a home run.
Approach your free agent year, wouldn't you say?
Simeon up the middle. Odor gives it a leap. Not enough. A leadoff single for the Rangers.
Yeah, position on the ball. Only the 2 runs last night. 2 solo home runs.
And they had no runners in scoring position. Off so far for Texas. Is there any level of comfort? We hear young guys, it's their first time at a new ballpark, and the mound is weird. And
a bit of an advantage, if you make your pitches.
Seager out to left. This backs up Santander by a step, and no problem.
You mean across the street, real grass?
Exactly. Yeah. You can reach out and touch it.
Yeah, I thought that there's a grass they use on golf courses, and of course she was a golf superintendent.
Jim, because of her and her crew. And he's got Taveras, who's batting .322 from the left side.
Yeah, that's a young hitter. Most young hitters, and that's what he's going to hit for average power, and he can run, and he can throw, and he's a good defensive guy.
Up the middle, heads up for Jordan Lyles.
See, 92 in the middle of the plate, and that's and then who was the best hitter the first half? And they said Nathaniel Lowe.
Way up in the air and in the stand. Lyles 270 versus lefties. Low. Mountcastle tried to pick it and he couldn't get the... Batting 143 in the last week. His numbers have come down.
Yeah, 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. We got the big hit in the right field. Oh, good pitch to hit there. Slider that kind of stayed in, but he pulls it foul.
Give Simeon a little... He's ahead of Duran, and he does. 9 runs yesterday, 7-2 win for the Orioles over the Rangers. Are you taking the over or under on that? You got to see where the game takes you.
True means well, but I
You mentioned that earlier. They've tried him in left. He's just a true right fielder.
Yeah, I don't know if being average lower than they expected, 213. Yeah, we really had a small.
Jeremy Riak at first, Adam Beck at second, Scott Berry at third. Lyles, another fastball working against the Rangers.
Right there, needed to go up the ladder, and he did.
So here's Maybreeze Vioria. Overall, the bat hasn't really come around at the big league level, but the defense has been pretty solid. Vioria, AAA Round Rock, batting .344. Games.
Oh, you ought to get a good pitch. Yeah, beautiful ballpark down in Round Rock, Austin, Texas, just outside of Austin. You ever been to the
Houston affiliate when I was in the Ranger system? So we missed him. Foul ball. AAA for the Rangers coming from AA Frisco because they're 20 minutes up the road. 3-2 and a drive out to left. Anthony Santander will have to play it off the wall. The arm's gotten better this year. He said he actually talked with lefty Paul Fry last year, and he said, look,
seamer, two-seamer, cutter, slider, whatever the pitch may be. So why wouldn't you use that? And, you want to throw a four-seamer, it's truer, it has a little bit carry. Is it? And now step. And he's playing catch with Nick Markakis, who had a really good eye.
Ground ball back to Mateo. He wants the leadoff runner here In a rundown, Odor is waiting. We are going to have... So it's Nick Solak aboard at second for Josh H. Smith.
Yeah, that's not an extra out because you were going to still have a runner at first, but so you would have loved to have been able to just run him back and keep him from advancing a base. You can see how good Adley Rutschman is.
Rutschman tonight using pitch comms. He didn't last night for Watkins. Came in just 31 pitches shy today. Entered at 21,293.
I mean, what he had thrown 674 four-seam fastballs, 409, almost 500 sliders, another 333 sinkers, curveballs.
You got the full breakdown.
Well, I mean, I just kind of go and looking through the numbers and.
Out to center field, Cedric Mullins on the run at the wall, and he made anything. That ball was going to keep going. So allowed out for Marcus Semien. Brings up Corey Seager, the American League leading 22nd start of the season.
Well, it amazes me with all the
today or the season where they've had to go to 4 pitchers.
Oh, yeah. So it was a huge break for Mike Lyles and he pitched really well down the stretch, but he also pitched well against the knew that. We didn't know it, but they knew they were going to, increase the dimensions in the Camden Yards by 26.5 feet. So through 38 home runs, that was what hurt him. But, he can take the ball every 5th day.
And he gets Corey Seager. A slow walk back for the DH tonight for the Rangers. Lyles looking for his first clean inning.
If you looked at Jordan Lyles 2021, and there's a good changeup, first one I can recall. He pitched much better in the months of September. And not doing a bad job tonight either, is he?
21,300 pitches tonight. So he starts with Nathaniel Lowe. Do you remember how?
Oh, my whole career?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
It's worth a shot. Lowe with a shot out to right. Hayes tracks and he's there.
And so they'd always get the pitch count, but they didn't care. Manager was Roy Hartsfield, and Brandon had a baseball on his desk. And
another ball for Austin Hayes. 3 Orioles out. Odor calls them all off.
And him the baseball. And Don said, I didn't know if he hit me so hard in the chest, I didn't know if I was going to be able to pitch. This is from short right field. There you go. Next year. He's only 31. He's in his 11th year as a starter. So he knows a lot of young pitchers. That's why they got him.
And you know that he's making that impact ever t-shirt with Lyles' face plastered on the front of it. I don't know.
Owen guy. I mean, he's, always, happy-go-lucky and smart, but certainly on purpose.
Two up the middle. Mullins comes in, won't get to it. It falls for a base hit. Start a week, so trying to find consistency when you've got a lot of time on the bench.
Bullet line drive over the 372 mark in left field.
Looper. Mountcastle. Gotta do. So apparently throwing it back is one of them. So he threw it into the stands. Maybe it was just a.
Josh Smith would try to drop a bunt down here. I mean, you're 6 runs down, giving you the bunt now. Home every day, out working on his bunting.
He rolls it back to Lyles, plays it on a hop to Mountcastle. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for the Rangers after they had none yet. Lyles is in good shape, just at 67 pitches.
Quality pitch, fastball count. Tell you what, you don't need a pitch clock with Mark.
It is reported, by the way, that pitch clock is happening.
Our season, the 29 complete games or whatever it was.
2-2, Simeon up over the glove of Odor, and this will break up the shutout. Viloria gets the wave home, and an RBI. Lyles and Seager know each other well. For Corey Seager, the question is, but still just waiting for that full mesh.
Well, you don't know if that's ever going to happen.
And with not trading Martin Perez, they announced earlier today he's a part of that. They're hoping to find an extension with him. Seager out to right.
I think it's foul.
In at the end of the season, it was a very heartfelt, tear-jerking goodbye. Two-two, ground ball to Odor, and he gets it in time to Mountcastle.
Runs, and you get him early. And of course, he's going to try to pitch into the seventh. Hit the one glitch against Tampa Bay in Tampa.
He takes it pretty personally.
Not too many young hitters take that pitch.
He'll take that one. He's been on base 19 of his last 20 games, whether that's a hit or a.
He could hit for some power and a pretty good idea of the strike zone and taking a close pitch. Bring him to the big leagues at an early age.
Foul ball. And for a switch hitter, I think it's that consistency.
4th of September, and he's been playing since 2016. Well, again, there's your strikeout to tie that record. We'll make it the 30th time they've struck out.
Nathaniel Lowe and Lyles into the rotation. He is, however, currently up in the bullpen. Cowboy getting warm. Low into center, Mullins, and it bounces right in front of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure he got a good. They get an extra base runner, so they're happy about it.
Does extend, by the way, as Duran into left center. Mullins calls it.
He was actually at the roast we had for Earl in Martin's West. He said I made him cry. I didn't make him cry. No, you've never been roasted? No, not yet.
Not off of social media, and I feel like
well, forget that part. We all get
that's why I don't
in a basement or whatever. Like, come on, how do you know who they are? I don't even know who they are.
Even count here to Cole Calhoun.
Odor's playing. He could hold hands with a right fielder. That's how deep he is in right field.
Well,
I just think that. I mean, we were talking about, Chris Young.
First friend, because he was the closest to him. It should have been Hayes and Santander. Ground ball, the shifted Mateo to Mountcastle. Bottom of the 7th, and here comes Jordan Lyles. Mabrice Viloria has been really the only one for Texas. Fouled back here and is.
Great combination, as we mentioned. Early runs, high strike, right there.
And the highest threshold he's reached this year.
Yeah, never been, which he's done a nice job of all night. And then you throw a slider. Now that ball had to go over the plate somewhere. Take a look where the glove is. And then I guess that was a heater. I don't know if it was a 2.
Here's Nick Solak. He comes out aggressive. He has made his first appearance as an infielder last night for the Rangers.
No, he's one of the guys they tried in left field. As we got a little power. We saw that last night with that pitch hit home run. First time, as you mentioned, that he's done that. Only run he gave up in 3 innings.
It's been such an awkward 3 years for pitchers to be ready to take on a full season. How valuable it can be. It's not going to be the prettiest valuable for teams this year when they're just not finding it.
Just apparently around the inside corner.
You wanted him, I think, to show bunt his last time. There's a strike.
I mean, I look at a guy like Josh H. Smith and I'm thinking, I think you're a pull hitter. You need to be a guy that uses the whole field.
Shows bunt again. They'll check at Solak on first with a dive back. 1-2. Smith right back. Cedric makes a dive. He has to trap it.